Well, 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 look who is back in the headlines, offering his unsolicited 2 cents on the country of Canada, our nation. It's Pete Hoekstra, the official voice of the U.S. in Canada, and he's decided to grace us with yet another round of his peculiar brand of imprudent diplomatic commentary. The CBS caught this latest episode, and it seems that the poor Mr. Ambassador is frustrated by our anti-American mood here in Canada. When he had a chance to reveal what has most shocked him since he landed the gig in April, Hoekstra confessed he was disappointed. His great sorrow, the Canadian seems to be utterly indifferent to the U.S. Canada relationship. As if we are failing a pop quiz on American affairs, he never told us what's happening. Take a look.
Frustrated.
I'm disappointed that I came to Canada, a Canada that it is very, very difficult to find Canadians who are passionate about the American-Canadian relationship.
And he took aim at politicians too.
You ran a campaign where, it was anti-American, elbows up, me too. It was an anti-American campaign. That has continued. That's disappointing.
But why stop there? He then felt the need to school our finance minister, suggesting he should dial back after the minister had the audacity to use the word war to describe our current economic battles.
That's disappointing.
He also spoke out against the finance minister's recent comment that it's sad the U.S. turned its back on Canada. His response?
The tariffs have been impacting a number of workers and sectors in Canada like we have not seen in a very long time.
The minister's point was a simple history lesson. During the actual World War II, Canada supplied the US with essential metals. And ever since, our two nations had a great relationship. But then the orange fascist gangster slapped tariffs on the very same metal trades. You know, a classic case of being stabbed in the back by a pal. Hoekstra's profound analysis of the situation, he thinks that such language is a dangerous path. This from the disaster administration, whose political, completely illiterate boss still floats the idea that Canada could avoid all this pesky tariff business if we just do the sensible thing and become the 51st state, and to threaten to occupy Greenland violently if he has to. All because it is, of course, a national security necessity for the US. And Hoekstra actually tried to paint the 51st state nonsense as a warm, fuzzy compliment, an endearment, like a geopolitical marriage proposal. It makes you wonder what kind of bizarro world this guy really lives in. He insists Canadians lack passion for the US relationship.
All right.
Yeah.
You commented today about people Canadians deciding not to travel to the States. You say Americans aren't doing the same thing here, and you've been very frank about it. That this is a bit of a it's hard to get your head around.
Yeah. I mean, the America. You have politicians who are advocating don't travel to America. There's nobody on the American border who sees, who's saying don't travel to Canada, don't buy American products. Matter of fact, ban them from, ban Canadian products from our shelves. It's kind of like
The American sentiment still burning bright in Canada.
It's disappointing how we feel we've been treated.
People now fuming over the U.S. ambassador's comments that he's disappointed with Canadians, suggesting he can't understand why they're so upset.
What is he on the rock or something? Like, does he know what's going on?
I would suggest that he gets a mirror and looks in it, because the issues that are between the US and Canada are...
Cross over right now to the US.
Many still traveling, shopping, and spending money in Canada, not the U.S.
And you know what? He's right. But for reasons that seem to escape him entirely. We are not passionate about flattering admirations. We are not passionate about not putting all our eggs into one basket, especially when that basket has a habit of throwing the very same eggs back into our face. We are too busy building bridges with the rest of the world. Then he accused us of running an anti-American campaign. Guilty as charged. One party did indeed campaign on the radical idea of not rolling over for a bully. And guess what? That party won. We won. Perhaps it had something to do with the fact that the political, illiterate U.S. president called Canada a non-country, accused us of being nasty freeloaders, and suggested we should be economically crushed. Have you ever thought about that? So, after that onslaught of insults, Hoekstra's big takeaway is that he's disappointed. We aren't more enthusiastic about a friendly relationship with the US. Does this man even shares the same oxygen as the rest of us? Let's dissect his most unscripted moment. He declared, "We run an anti-American campaign." Correct. We came out with our elbows up. Yep, it's the Canadian hockey way. Then he added, "Me too." Wait, what? You are elbows up too? Anti-American? Me too? Wait, did he just compare his diplomatic posturing to the Me Too movement? Someone else please get this man a dictionary and a sensitivity reader. And yes, Canadians are responding. We are consciously buying fewer American products. We are rethinking those winter escapes to Florida. Why deal with the hassle when Mexico is just as sunny and doesn't come with a side of insults? America doesn't have a monopoly on beach chairs either. Let's be perfectly clear. We don't blame the American people. Only 49.8% of Americans that voted for that orange idiot. That is kind of every second person in the US. Let that sink in for a second. But what is he complaining about? Us Canadians reflecting on the US government when he is the official face of the very same US government. The arrogance here is staggering. He has the guts to lecture us on dangerous rhetoric while speaking to a sovereign nation like a disappointed schoolmaster. To many Canadians, Hoekstra is America's voice, smug, patronizing, and utterly oblivious to its own actions. He realizes we actually do have a backbone, and he sees it as a character flaw. Calling us anti-American is missing the point entirely. We are not anti-American per se. We are anti-authoritarian. We are not fans of governments that make dissidents vanish. We are a bit squeamish about leaders who joke about feeding people to alligators. We refuse to normalize a convicted felon, a man who corrupts and bends an entire country legal system and silence critics, including comedians. Your president once declared Canadian lumber and copper a national security threat. Lumber? Really? The stuff of picnic tables and tree houses? His paranoia is a special kind of absurd. We, however, still have a quaint belief in things like international law. Sorry, Pete, but we are not giving that up. Not for any clown even when its clown makeup is orange. This Hoekstra guy lives in a different dimension, one shared by many who mistake our politeness for weakness. Here's a newsflash for our southern friends. Politeness is not the same as kindness. We are polite. We hear you out. But kindness must be earned, and we don't extend to those who treat us with contempt. That's why your products are staying off the shelves and your hotels are empty. And there's another fundamental misunderstanding here. You think good relations mean you say jump and we ask how high? Your metric is obedience, ours is respect. We want a dialogue, even a heated one, between equals. Canada does not kneel. But when Hoekstra speaks, he's not really talking to us Canadians anyways. He's performing for an audience of one. Staring into a camera lens, hoping for a path into the head of the Epstein pal, and who knows what else, in Mar-a-Lago. To Canadians, his words are just gibberish. Nobody should listening. So, please allow me to offer a proper Canadian response. Polite in phrasing, but crystal clear in meaning. Mr. Ambassador, with all due respect, go and hug your clown of a president, and then, the both of you, fuck off. So my friends, let me know in the comments below how you feel about our very own American ambassador. For more commentaries on real news, facts and viewpoints to counterbalance the demagogic of the right-wing media, please like and subscribe. It goes a long way to help the channel. Till next time, I'm Wilfried Lemkuler from Europe Curious.
We spent so many nights thinking how you did us wrong. Now we've banded all together. Your tariff made us strong, and so you know you're not so great. There's not a snowball's chance in hell will be your 51st state. We really need our resources for more than we need you, so now just go. Walk out the door. We do not need you. You're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who instigated these trade fights? You'll soon grow to regret it when we turn off your lights in the dark. We will survive. As long as we can think and what we know will stay alive. We have all we really need. We can live without your greed. We will survive. We will survive. There's been a shame. It's time anew. We're not that fledgling little country stealing all of you. We are now a nation proud that is happy to be free. You didn't realize you gave us our own identity, so now just go. We will survive. As long as we can think and work, we know we'll stay alive. Yeah, but all we really need, we can live without your greed. We will survive. We will survive. We will survive.
51st state, my fucking ass. Go on, Canada.